Hey there, high tide traders and investors. It's Rod with Pow Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. It's Monday, June 16th, high tide earnings day. Hope you're doing well. They did come out with their Q2 2025 earnings. They did miss estimates. We'll discuss all of that and more. We'll take a look at the high tide chart, what to expect in terms of the technicals and the price action in the days, weeks, months ahead. Not in my regular setup, so the mic isn't the greatest, but hopefully it's coming through okay. Before we get to it, make sure to smash the like. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell, all that good stuff. You'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. And as always, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. And full disclosure, I do own High Tide. I own a lot of it in my portfolio, very bullish on the company long term. You can follow us over on X as well, formerly Twitter. Handle for that is @GroupPow. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. So Raj Grover did post on X as well. Speaking of X, you can see here they had 137.8 million revenue. 12% market share, up from 11%. So they did miss in terms of estimates. Revenue, we were forecasting, if you haven't seen my High Tide Q2 earnings prep video with estimates, essentially I go over all of the analysts' estimates on Wall Street. I add them up and I get a consensus. We were expecting just under 141 million Canadian. And like I said, came in at 137.8. So pretty, I guess not a huge miss, but a miss nonetheless. And then EPS was forecasted negative 0.03. And if we scroll down here to the report, you can see it came in at negative 0.04. So it was a miss as well. We were up about 4.5% after hours, but we've since come back down here. We're pretty much flat, sitting at 223 after hours at the moment. So once again, this is for their second fiscal quarter 2025, and this would have had April 20th sales on it as well. But if we just scroll down here, I checked CDAR, and it wasn't updated yet. The company generated 4.9 million of free cash flow in the second fiscal quarter. While this was less than the record level of 9.4 million generated in the same quarter last year, it marked a strong improvement from the negative 1.9 million generated sequentially. And if we go down to some of our other highlights, I won't go through the entire thing. Obviously, people can read, but I just want to go through some of the highlights. So the net loss was like I said, negative 0.04 for EPS, earnings per share. If we scroll down here, I just want to see what we had for excise. Well, I guess there's no excise tax since it's a retailer, and cash and cash equivalents. I wish we had the full updated interim financials from CDAR, but I didn't see that there. There we go. Cash and cash equivalents at April 30th, 2025, which was the quarter end, totaled 34.7 million compared to 34.5 million a year ago. And they will have a conference call tomorrow morning. And let me know if that's something you want me to live stream. It's going to be at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Obviously, they've been kind of pumping the brakes with international and Germany. We'll see if they mention anything about that. Let's do a quick. They didn't say anything here. Germany update. There we go. Company announces that it has been engaged in ongoing and exclusive discussions regarding a transaction with a leading German medical MJ importer and wholesaler. Due diligence on this transaction is in final stages. The company also submitted a model project proposal to the German Federal Office in Agriculture and Food (BLE) in response to December 2024 ordinance signed by German Agriculture Minister related to the study of commercial MJ use by adults. All right, so that was pretty much the highlight there. We'll see what happens on the conference call tomorrow. This was a weekly bull flag as well, so we go from our low there to the high, and you can see here we held the 0.382 fib perfectly. We hit a low of 217, and we need to maintain 215 or else that negates it. But in order to confirm it, we need to break the high of the bounce there, which is at 246. And if you entered with a stop just below the 0.5, entering near the 0.32 fib there was a potential for a trade opportunity here of 50% just based on that measured move. So that's about 50% away. And if you set your stop just under the 0.5, essentially you're risking 7.44% to make 50%. That's a risk reward ratio of 6.75. So overall, not looking too bad here. Key support is going to be 215, and then key resistance is going to be 246. Break that, then the target is 323. I do want to take a look at some of our POW custom POW algo alerts as well. We'll see if we hit ultra oversold here on the daily time frame. We actually did. Look at all those ultra oversold indicators that we had. So this new POW algo indicator that I created, basically what it does is it looks at the 1 hour, the 4 hour, and the daily time frames simultaneously. So if you look here on this dip, you can see here we hit daily oversold. You can see that we hit hourly oversold, and we hit 4 hour oversold. So when that happens all simultaneously, you'll get a notification. If you're signed up for the POW Algo alerts, you'll get an email notification. And if you're in the POW Group private community, you'll also get a notification in Slack. So you'll get both if you're a POW Group member, but if not, you'll get an email with that notification. And you can see here that when we hit hourly and 4 hour and daily oversold simultaneously, it triggered off this ultra oversold alert. So even if you entered here on the last couple of ones, but 3 back to back is pretty crazy. And playing off $1.50 support, you could have entered here on that confirmation of ultra oversold. That would have been around $1.73, and that would have been upside of around 41%. Now let's see if we have anything for ultra overbought, because that's going to be the exact same, only but opposite. No, we do not have anything for that. Let's see if we had anything at micro overbought. Yes, we did. So micro overbought, what that is, instead of ultra, micro is factoring in the 5-minute, the 15-minute time frame, and the hourly. And you can see here we hit ultra overbought and pulled back quite a bit. And on the daily time frame, we are approaching our key support there, which was the low, the pullback at 217. So like I said, 215 is going to be key support going forward. On the weekly time frame, we also had a triple thunder bullish crossover. So if I bring that up here, bullish triple thunder crossover, you can see here on the weekly time frame, that is when the 10-week moving average crosses above the 10-week moving average. Sorry, when the price crosses above the 10-week moving average, you get a MACD and a stochastic bull cross on the weekly. When all of those three things happen simultaneously, it fires off a bullish triple thunder crossover alert. If it happens in the reverse, like it did here, it sends a bearish triple thunder crossover alert. So let's just bring up the bearish scenario here. And again, if you look at all my custom indicators, these are all the ones that I have, and you can just pause the video and take a look at it. And this is what gets fired out in the POW algo. So if we bring up the bearish one, you can see here that there was a sell alert, which was and I'm just going to hide the bullish one so you can see it better. But you can see here this bearish triple thunder crossover, this triggered on the week of January 21st. So the sell signals, when that candle closed at 298, that would have saved you 44, almost 45% of downside. Now we're seeing the opposite with the bullish triple thunder crossover and a weekly bull flag potential. So we're looking at, like I said, around 323 as the target, but key support 215, key resistance 246 in order to confirm that. We're also gearing up for the first ever 50 and 200 weekly moving average bull cross over the next couple of weeks. So it's looking like we could see some massive momentum and upside here over the next couple of weeks. And I'm expecting the broader market to continue to push higher as well. High tide is similar to the S&P 500. It's also a weekly bull flag as well. So you can see SPY's targeting 657. That'll be nice tailwinds and risk on sentiment for the market. We also have the 100 weekly there at 213, so a lot of support in that 215 area. And then on the daily time frame, we're gearing up for a golden cross with the 50 below the 200 moving average. And when that happens, again, if you're in the POW Group, POW Algo alerts, we even have alert for that as well. So if I go here, click on golden cross and just unhide that, there's also the death cross. So you'll get alerts whenever, and let's zoom into the daily time frame here. You'll get alerts when there's a golden cross and when there's a death cross. Look here, there's a golden cross. This triggered on October 14th. And on October 14th, the price closed at 229. And then shortly later on, we were up at 354 level. 362 actually was the high. So tons of upside. If you entered, that was about 54% of upside just on that golden cross. So that's how we can utilize the POW custom POW algo alerts. And like I said, over the next, judging by how far away they are right now, we have the 50-day moving average at 227 and the 200 at 253. Probably going to be at least 2 or 3 weeks before we see those cross bullish. But let me know if you'd like to see me do the live stream for the earnings call, the conference call tomorrow. Always love hearing from you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on this. Overall, not a big deal that they missed the revenue and earnings per share estimates. I would expect maybe the stock to be down around a few percent tomorrow potentially, but we'll see what the earnings call brings if they can kind of save face there and give us some bullish hope. And we'll see. Like I said, technicals are doing just fine, And it'll be all about that 215 level, hold that, and then 246, break that, heading to 323. All right, it's Rod with the Power Group. Thanks again for joining us in the pursuit of wealth. Have a great night, and we'll see you again on the next video.